Ada had always been the girl everyone admired in her small hometown. Polite, brilliant, helpful. At school, teachers praised her. At church, elders used her as an example for other children. Her mother was a market woman, her father a retired driver, and together they had sacrificed everything to give Ada a good education. When Ada got into one of the top universities in the country, it was as if the entire town passed through her home to celebrate. She was the first in her family to attend university, the pride of her father, the hope of her mother. Everyone said she was going to make it. But the city was a different world. When she arrived, everything seemed fast and strange. Her roommates wore expensive wigs, held the latest phones, and went out nearly every night. They wore things Ada never dared wear. They talked about sponsors, blessings, and quick money as if it were nothing. At first, Ada was disgusted. She told herself she would stay focused, hold on to her values, and stay away from trouble. But then reality started to hit. Her small allowance from home barely lasted a week. Her shoes began to tear, her phone screen cracked, and while her classmates came to class in sleek clothes and taxis, she walked in sun and rain. She tried to apply for jobs on campus, but the wait list was long. She began to feel invisible, ashamed, and left behind. Then came Sandra, her roommate. Beautiful, confident, always dressed in luxury. Sandra noticed Ada's struggle and offered help. "Ada, you're suffering for nothing. There are men out there who will give you what you need. Just dinner, conversation, and you leave with money. You don't have to do anything you don't want." Ada resisted at first, but after a long night of studying on an empty stomach and missing out on yet another school outing because she couldn't afford the transport fare, she agreed to go for one harmless dinner. The man was kind, well-dressed, and generous. He gave her 50,000 after just 2 hours. That was more than her entire allowance for the month. From there, one dinner became two. Then came a weekend trip. Then one day she crossed a line she swore she never would. She told herself it was still just a phase, that it didn't define her, that she was still the same Ada, just doing what she had to do to survive. But things began to change. She started missing lectures. Her grades dropped. She lied to her parents, telling them she was too busy to come home. She blocked old friends who asked too many questions. Soon, the old Ada was a distant memory. One evening, she was in a hotel with a client when the police burst into the room. It was a sting operation targeting an online prostitution ring. Her client escaped. Ada was arrested along with 5 other girls. She was humiliated, locked in a dirty cell, and the next morning, her face was in a blurry online video with the headline, "Students Caught in Prostitution Bust." By the time she was released, the damage was done. Her university suspended her pending investigation. Her pastor sent her parents a message. Her mother called her, weeping. "Ada, is it true? My own Ada?" She couldn't speak. All she could do was cry. Days turned into weeks. Her phone wouldn't stop ringing. Friends, gossip bloggers, even strangers. She stayed indoors, unable to face the world. One day, her father came to the city to see her. She was prepared for him to scream, to slap her, to curse her, but he didn't. He just sat across from her, eyes filled with sadness. "I gave you everything I could, Ada. Your mother sold half her stock to buy you a suitcase. We didn't eat some days so you could go to school. Why, Ada? Why?" She broke down. "I was tired, Daddy. I was tired of suffering. I was tired of pretending like everything was fine when I had nothing. I didn't want to be left behind. I didn't want to disappoint you, but I did." Her father sighed, got up slowly, and walked out. He didn't say goodbye. That night, Ada stayed up staring at the ceiling. For the first time in a long while, she thought about the girl she used to be. The girl who used to read books under a lantern. The girl who once believed she could become a doctor. She decided to make a change. It wasn't easy. The university eventually allowed her to resume under strict probation. She deleted every contact from that part of her life. She got a job cleaning offices on weekends. She avoided parties. She started therapy through a campus counseling program. Her old friends didn't return. Some lecturers treated her like she was invisible, but she kept going. It took 2 more years, countless nights of tears, and plenty of failures, but Ada graduated, not with top honors, but with her dignity restored. At her graduation, her mother came, holding a wrapper and a bag of fried chicken. Her father stood at the back, eyes red. As the ceremony ended, he walked to her quietly and handed her a small, faded Bible, the one she used to read as a child. "I never stop praying for you," he said. Ada smiled, holding back tears, because she knew now, it's not about how far you fall, it's about the courage to rise again.